Although following a healthy diet is one of the most important decisions we will make in our lifetime, it's still one of the biggest things that we struggle with. So I thought I'd bring you some inspiration today. What you're about to watch are some ladies who are near and dear to my heart. I had the pleasure of working with them for at least 3 months apiece in order to improve their diet and their weight, but their underlying health first and foremost. And each of them succeeded with flying colors. So I thought I would ask them what their words of wisdom would be for somebody considering this transition to a whole food plant-based lifestyle to improve their health and to improve their waistline. So I hope you enjoy watching this as much as I have enjoyed making it.
I think really knowing the why helps a lot. Read books, watch documentaries, get it so that your heart and your mind are in the right spot so that when you're doing something hard, you know exactly why and how important it is. I think that can help. I think that, in religion, they teach you, you go to church once a week, but you read your scriptures every day. I think that the nutrition could be like that too. That, you might have your meeting with your coach once a week or your weekly meal plan, but you need to daily think about why you want to eat healthy. So listen to a podcast, something like that, to just kind of keep you focused. And then I think the other thing is to really focus on progress. I don't, cold turkey is certainly ideal if you can just go for it and never look back. But if that's not you and you mess up, it's okay. Just keep going, make a small goal and learn to incorporate a new dish or make a meal plan, or there's so many healthy things you can do. Try a new vegetable. All those things add up to big changes. And I had talked to Karli a little bit about this, but those little changes you make every day make big changes in the long run. And so it's okay if you make a mistake and you don't, you go from, you can't go from being a big carnivore to a veggie eater in 1 week. If it takes some time, that's okay. Those little changes help you become the person you want to be.
Don't be closed-minded. I was closed-minded when my sister asked me if I would watch the documentary with her, and that changed my mind. Never say never. I never thought I would eat vegetables for breakfast. I never thought I would eat kale. And it's like, you know what? This is so bad. I never say never. Keep an open mind, because once you see the benefits of this, I was predisposed to diabetes. My A1C is below what normal is right now. And so I don't see that anytime in my future. I'm hoping to postpone or eliminate a future heart transplant. Cancer, the options are boundless. Just try it. What have you got to lose? That's all I have to say. What have you got to lose? And I love this way of eating, and it's been a godsend. And you've been a godsend, because you got me off the plateau. You got me 100% compliant, and I'm seeing the benefits. So never say never. Just try it.
Treat it like an experiment. That's what I had to do when I quit drinking. Is you're never going to know how good it can get unless you go for it. And don't use excuses to stop you. I did it 4 months after my son died, and I had a lot of other stuff going on too. But I did it because I wanted to feel better. I didn't want to sink into depression. So, don't let excuses get in the way. If you're feeling that pull to do it, do it. Jump in and do it. Everything else will just work out. It really will. And just look at it like, I'm just going to see what happens. I want to know for myself. I can tell you that it works all day long, but until you do it, you're not going to know.
Oh, well, I would absolutely say if you even feel slightly inclined, I would highly suggest you dive right in. Also, a really useful tool I found was to take flavor profiles that I already enjoyed and then transitioned those flavor profiles into the foods that I was eating that were allowable on this program. And basically that just was the, acquiring lots of spices in order to achieve that. I also used more spices than I would have used otherwise because of the salt-free aspect. So I would just say also the herbs and fresh herbs and growing your own. This is all fun stuff, and it's also extremely satisfying to be eating a bowl of food that is absolutely going to make you feel wonderful and also be very filling.
Start small. Don't look at the big picture too fast, because it is like a game changer in lots of ways. There's so many positives to it, but really it's hard. In the beginning, it is very difficult. You're going against everything, especially if you come against, like, you have been like what you call it, standard American diet. In Canada, we are pretty much the same, and so with all the social activities and things, and it is very difficult. But you just do one step at a time, and like chew one step. What was that? What did I say that? I thought that was really kind of funny. Little bites. Little bites. And
Little bites at a time.
Yeah, little bites at a time, and give yourself a lot of patience.
Yeah, that's a great point. I feel like people really focus on the prize too much, and they don't let the process just kind of happen. If they don't see results right now, they're done. They're over it. They're on to the next fad diet.
Yeah.
Not that I'm calling this a fad diet, because it's so far from.
No, it's not a fad diet. But you have to allow your body to accept this change. It's not fast. It depends, I guess, how much weight you have to lose at first, but it's not a fast process, and your palate has to change. And once that starts to change, it's almost like it's so gradual, and then boom, there it is, and you're like, holy cow, it works. And then it's not so labor intensive, because then you're really enjoying making the prep on your Sunday or whatever day you choose. And yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Give it a good try. That you will not regret it.
I would just say go for it. Like we mentioned, I didn't jump head first until third trimester-ish. Would have been better if I had done it first trimester. Yes. Would have even better pre getting pregnant. Yes. But, we can't change the past. All I can do is, change what we're doing now and move forward. And advice to just not sit in the guilt, I guess, to move forward, or to use that to move forward. And then also recognize what support you need. Maybe you can make the change all on your own, but, then again, maybe you need to get a friend or a family member or someone like Karli, and just get the support. I'd say also get the support you need, and communicate what those needs are. Like we mentioned, my mom and my husband have been great of taking care of the baby so that I can do my food prep and go to the grocery store. And so that's important as well.
Mm-hmm. So you see yourself doing this long term and teaching your baby everything you've learned?
Definitely, yes.
Great.
And I feel like it's been helpful talking to you, because you have a daughter, 3 years older. So I feel like I could look ahead and kind of see, how exciting that is to look forward to having him eating plant-based as well.
I think you really need to be prepared and invested that you're really going to give this 100% and try. And I think that's hard for a lot of people, especially if you've never done anything restricting in your diet before, or that big of a change in your diet. Like, watch the videos, read about it, talk to people. Try not to set things up for failure. Hopefully you're in a household with someone who's going to be supportive of you, and not, yes, my husband would joke with me, but never once was he like, here, try to eat this instead. Like, he knew I was trying to do it, and he was trying to be as encouraging as he could. So I think you just really have to be prepared, and you really need to give it an honest go and not cheat right from the get-go, because my first week was amazing and I had amazing results, and that's what pushed me to continue.
Do it.
Just do it.
Rip off the Band-Aid. It's one of those things where it's hard, because obviously if you're raised with the standard American diet like I was, that's all you've ever known. And it can be kind of overwhelming. But know that there's resources out there. There's a lot of stuff out there that kind of helps you kind of along the way, especially if you like veggies and starchy vegetables and everything like that. Like, those are at your fingertips. All you have to do is rely on those, plus with some beans and grains, and you're good to go kind of situation. So I mean, I've seen the benefits. I've seen weight loss. I've seen mental clarity. I've seen better sleep, more stamina as far as just being able to deal with working out and then dealing with those huge 100-pound dogs. And so I say just rip the band-aid off and go for it, because you're gonna thank yourself later for it.
Just do it, stick to it, and you'll feel the difference in a matter of time. Yes, it's not easy. This is only for the serious people that if you're really, really ready, because I've worked with those that, like I said, I've tried others that are even whole food plant-based, but Karli's the best. I mean,
Oh, thank you.
there's no, she does not mess around. There's no just oil, no oil, or just no salt. No, it's no salt, oil, sugar, flour, alcohol. Alcohol is not a problem for me because I don't drink, but all those other things were a problem. And it's not just because you have an addiction, it's because if you really are serious about getting healthy, this is it. This is the way you're going to feel the difference. You're going to see the difference. And your labs will tell you, your doctors will even be pretty surprised.
Yeah.
They won't even ask how you did it. Just say, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. I mean,
Oh, I wish they would ask how she did it. That's not fair.
well, I'm going to tell him how I did it. And whoever is open to listen, that's one of my jobs. My main job is recruiting physicians. And newly with hematology oncologists, these are the physicians that take care of people with cancers. And, I've talked to some already, and that's the truth. Many of them do say they start encouraging that whole food plant-based eating, and that if you don't want it to return, or if you want to prevent it, that is the best way to go. So I could keep going on and on.
No, that's wonderful, Judy. Thank you so much. You've just been a complete inspiration and a true pleasure getting to know. So I really appreciate you letting my viewers in on your journey. I hope you enjoyed those inspiring words of wisdom. And if you're on the fence about transitioning to a healthier plant-based lifestyle to look and feel great in your body, I am running a 4-day whole food plant-based challenge coming up here in a few weeks. And registration for my Naturally Lean Masterclass also opens back up at the end of April, so you have that to look forward to. I have seen tremendous results from my students so far, so I hope we get a chance to work together soon. If you'd like to learn more information or hear any updates about the upcoming challenge and the masterclass happening here in April, then make sure you subscribe to my email list in the description box below, and I will catch up with you guys in the next one. Take care.